My sister's business was thriving, and I was happy for her, until I realized I'd funded it with $2,800 I'd never see again. My sister's been running a small online resale business for 3 years, flipping vintage clothes and designer bags on Poshmark and Depop. When she first started, I thought it was really cool. She seemed passionate, always talking about her latest finds at estate sales and thrift stores. 2 years ago, she asked if I could help out on weekends. Just small stuff, taking photos of inventory, printing shipping labels, helping pack orders. Family helps family, she told me at Sunday dinner. Our parents nodded approvingly. I said sure, why not? At first, she'd slip me $200 here and there. Nothing formal, just cash after a long Saturday of work. Then the payments got sporadic, then they stopped completely. But she kept asking for help, and I kept showing up because, well, family helps family, right? Last year, she started asking me to use my employee discount at the shipping store where I work customer service. I get 30% off bulk shipping supplies. She'd hand me cash and I'd buy her boxes, tape, bubble mailers. Saved her probably $1,000 over the year. I didn't think much of it at the time. Then came the credit card situation. She called me panicked one evening last March, saying her business account was frozen due to some banking error and she needed to buy inventory for a huge restock. Just let me use your card for like $800. I'll pay you back when the account unlocks. Probably 3 days max. I was hesitant, but she promised. So I gave her my credit card info. She charged $830. Said she'd Venmo me Friday. Friday came and went. Next week for sure. She texted. Next week turned into next month. Meanwhile, she kept using the card. Just one more order. $400 for inventory that'll flip for Saturn $200. This is the last time, I swear. I kept a record of everything. Every text where she promised payment. Every single charge on my statements. I even started logging the hours I spent helping her. 180 hours over 2 years. The credit card charges hit $2,800 total. I'm 28, still living at home trying to pay off $40,000 in student loans. I drive a 15-year-old Honda Civic. I pack lunch every day to save money. And my sister, whose business was apparently thriving based on her Instagram posts, owed me almost $3,000 and never once mentioned it. Last Tuesday, she texted asking if she could put another $1,500 on my card. Big restock opportunity. Really great margins on this batch. I finally said no. Well, not exactly. I said, can we settle up the $2,800 first? Then we can talk about new purchases? She called me immediately. Seriously? I'm trying to build something here. Can't you be supportive for once? I stayed calm. I've given you 180 hours of free labor and $2,800 in credit. I just need you to pay back what you owe before we add more. She huffed and said she'd figure it out, then hung up. 2 days later, she texted in our family group chat asking if I was free Saturday to help with a big packing day. I took a deep breath and replied in the group chat. I can't keep helping until we settle the existing balance. I've kept records of everything. Then I posted it all. Screenshots of texts where she promised to pay me back next week, dating back 14 months. My credit card statements with her charges highlighted in yellow, totaling $2,800. A spreadsheet showing 180 hours of work at $50 per hour, which equals $2,700 in unpaid labor. Total owed $5,500. Happy to keep helping once we have a repayment plan. The group chat went completely silent. Then my mom called me. Then my dad called her. Then my sister sent a long text trying to minimize everything. I didn't realize it had gotten to that much. I was always planning to pay it back. This is so embarrassing. Why would you air this out publicly? My dad responded directly in the group chat. You owe your sibling $5,500 and you're embarrassed that people know? Your brother-sister is living at home paying off loans while you use their credit and labor to build your business. We need to talk about this immediately. That Sunday dinner was incredibly tense. My sister tried to explain how business cash flow works, how she was building something, how family is supposed to support each other's dreams. My dad pulled out a calculator and did the math right there in front of everyone. If her business was actually doing well, she could afford to pay back her sibling. If it wasn't doing well, she shouldn't have been borrowing more. They worked out a repayment plan, $500 per month until it settled. My parents made it crystal clear she wouldn't get any more family help with money or labor until she paid her debt. I got my first payment 3 days later, $500 via Venmo with no message attached. She hasn't asked me to help pack orders since then. We barely talk now. At family dinners, she's cold and distant, like I'm the one who did something wrong by wanting my money back. But every time I see that $500 hit my account, I feel something shift inside me. Not quite satisfaction, more like the slow, painful realization that the person I spent 2 years helping never actually saw me as anything more than a free resource. And that